Welcome back to Co-Startup on TV Africa Network. Once again, we have with us Mr. Felix Quarchey from American Family Insurance. We will continue our conversation with him. Mr. Quarchey, in the insurance world, I'm baffled. I dabbled in it briefly, and I'm baffled by the amount of information that's out there about what is out there. Give us a synopsis of what you do and how my audience will benefit from your work.
Okay. So the Felix Quarchey Agency of American Family Insurance is a multi-line agency. Multi-line meaning we handle home, auto, life, commercial insurance. So I do a little bit of everything, so to speak, and I honestly believe that the most important work that I do is life insurance. Yes, insuring your home is important. Insuring your car is important. However, if you don't insure you, all those things are pretty much a waste of time. In our community especially, I find that we have, how do I say, opposing ideas about life insurance. And I say opposing ideas because, you know, on one hand, we say, well, you have to leave an inheritance for your children.
You went local on me. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad you
have to leave an inheritance. So that is a pretty big concept for most African countries, whether it's Ghana or South Africa, anywhere. Every man is judged by his legacy,
yep.
right?
Yep.
So to have that concept be such a strong foundation for the way we live life as African people, and yet run away from the idea of life insurance completely beats me. I don't get it. Because, you know, we all live in this country, and for the most part, we're all visitors. We all came from someplace and settled here.
Yeah.
And you hear about people saying, well, as for me, if I pass away, I want my body shipped to my grandmother's village because that's where I want to be buried.
Right.
And I go, you know, that's wonderful, but you do realize that costs money.
Yeah.
How's your family supposed to accomplish that?
Yeah.
Have you saved money? Is there a pot of cash sitting around
Yeah.
to make that happen?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. And you go, well, why not? You know? So life insurance in our community is huge because you know, you look around and funerals have become this major, how do you say, event where people count on the goodwill of others to come contribute
Yeah.
towards
To cover the cost.
To cover the cost of someone's loved one passing.
Yeah.
When you live in a society where life insurance is a guaranteed way
To do that.
yeah. Without having to rely on the goodwill of others, you know. So and it costs way less than most people think.
Yeah.
But the minute you approach them with that subject, they're like, oh, you know, and I'm going, okay, why don't you want to have that conversation? You know,
right.
What don't you want to discuss?
Right.
So you would rather your wife and children be left with nothing,
Right.
you know, or would you rather set up a plan whereas you know for a fact that as long as you contribute, you know, a few pennies every single day,
Right.
they're going to be taken care of. So that's a really, really big thing for me, and what I really, really enjoy about doing what I do, because getting to advise people and help them really protect the things that really matter,
Right.
is probably the primary thing I enjoy the most about being an insurance agent.
And that's, I appreciate, here's my own personal observation. Mm-hmm. You know, talking about death, right? Death it seems like a taboo in our society. Now,
Yeah.
I say that because, yes, to an extent here in America, it's easy for people to talk about arrangement, you know, to write a will, to talk about what happens when they die. Sure. They want this to happen. They want to be taken to a home, and all those things. That conversation is more acceptable, you know, in this community than it is back home. Because, frankly, sometimes it's very, very difficult for us to even have conversations with our parents about, them passing away and what they would like us to do and so on and so forth. And so I'm glad that this seems to be a very passionate subject for you, because in so many ways we need to be aware. We need to have that awareness that, hey, this is out there. This is something you can do in order to make sure that your family do not suffer when eventually we're all going to pass. And unfortunately, if I knew when I'm going to,
it's the only guarantee in life, because like I said, people clamor and they run around and they purchase insurance for their cars and their homes, but their income is what makes it possible for their families to live in their home and to drive those cars, right?
Yep.
Life insurance is a way to ensure that income, because if your income is no longer in the picture, chances are that home your family lives in goes away, the cars they drive probably goes away, they'll be riding the bus from them, right? So if you're, serious about making sure that your family's lifestyle is maintained if tragedy suddenly happens, because I don't know anybody who ever got a letter from death saying, hey, here's your appointed time and it's going to happen, so go take care of business. No, it doesn't happen that way. So whilst you're still healthy and you have a decent income, that's the time when you're earning money and you're healthy, that's the time to make sure you prepare for tomorrow, and unless you can save $150,000 or $250,000 in your entire lifetime in hard cash and stick it in a box under your mattress, which doesn't happen for most people, then life insurance is the way to make sure you're taking care of what really matters to you.
That is a absolutely crucial information. And as far as the American Family Insurance is concerned, as far as the Felix Quarchey agency is concerned, how can my audience get in contact with you?
Well, we're located at 1100 Morse Road, Suite 301, right here in Columbus. We are online, www.felixsquatcheyagency.com. We're also on Facebook, Felix S. Quarchey Agency, and 614-536-0237 is our phone number. Okay. And we make it easy to do business with us. We're not, the difference between my agency and most other agencies you're going to come across, or most other agents you'll meet, is, we're not going to bash you over the head about, here's what you need to do and you need to do it today and you need to pay me money now. No, I try to help people understand the value in what it is they're doing. And when people see the value in what they're doing and they realize that it is in their best interest, that's what they do. So I don't feel like, most agents want to treat insurance policies like it's this big mystery, So people show up, they barely spend any time explaining what it is people are purchasing. They take their money and shoo them out the door, You have to take your time, help people understand what it is they're purchasing, even if it's a simple car insurance policy. I've met all types of educated people who had no idea until we sat down and went over their car insurance policy the first time they purchased a policy from me, that's really how their car insurance worked. And people take it for granted that, oh, well, I have full coverage, so I'm good. No, you don't. So that's the difference. Like I tell many of the Ghanaian community, I'm not there to. Meaning, advice and protection is what I do.
Okay.
Advice and protection. That's it. Helping you protect what matters to you is what I do. And if you can meet me eye to eye on that, we'll have a fruitful relationship.
Amazing. Well, we'll certainly take another break here. Yeah. But, viewers, that is critical information that he's sharing about his location, several touch points that you can get in contact with him. Indeed, he's all about protection. He's all about helping you. And this is a gentleman that will break it down to you to the point where you truly understand what you're signing up for. I absolutely recommend him. I suggest you reach out to him. Life insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance are certainly things that he can help you with. So we'll take another break. We'll be back with you shortly.